Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you.
Ihedia versus Ozidimma, the untold story of the Imo State governorship election. The outcome of the 2019 election in Imo State has reverberated within and outside Nigeria with a lot of controversies, especially the saga that created heroes and villains. However, the real story and catastrophe behind the scenes are often missed. As Ihedia and Ozedema approached the Supreme Court for a revelation of the verdict of February 18th, it became imperative to dig deeper within the saga. It is obvious that events do not just happen in politics, especially they are often crafted and acted to satisfy some interests. And in Nigeria in particular, the reward of self-interest politics are tremendously high. Access to power, recognition, influence, and big money. Hence, the law to do everything and everything possible to be politically relevant is very strong. The Nigerian version of politics is generally perceived as a dirty game. This perception usually serves a dual purpose. If it is force, it could be seen as strategy to keep decent people out of politics. And if it is true, it is as scary as it presents. Either way, the negative portrayal of Nigerian politics constitutes a barrier to wear off decent guys and perceive the dirty game for those who can cope with it. In the end, democracy is undermined, the average Nigeria is shortchanged, and the politicians take it all. This seems to be the old reality of Nigeria politics. Unfortunately, dirty politics has an injurious way of corrupting society and undermining its political and social institutional values. That is, those institutions through which the Nigerian society, for instance, is governed, is governed by the common good and directed for progressive prosperity. These institutions include our judiciary, the police, our schools, our National Assembly, our military, the political parties, our tax authorities, etc. They especially needs to be trusted by citizens to be useful. Any of these, any of them that become untrustworthy is like tasteless salt. And any society that is significantly deceitful of untrustworthy institutions crumble easily. This is especially what dirty politics does. Having undermined this social institution, dirty politics makes them difficult to be trusted by ordinary citizens. And that's a recipe for another day. Trust is obviously an issue in Nigerian politics and an important factor too. In case of the 2019 election in Imo State, it became a battle among the 1. Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), 2. Police, 3. The judiciary, each portraying as a hurdle of truth and justice in confusing manner. Although in 2019 election in Imo State have been debated in many ways and from different angles. These discussions and relevance leave one wondering what have become of our social political institution. Was INEC compromised? Did the police help to rig the election? Was the judiciary used to satisfy those who want the interest? These are not unusual questions as people go through the logic and systematic way of things. Irrespective of our answers and the conspiracy we may want to bring on board, these are very critical questions that should worry anyone interested in the survival and sustainability of social political institutions in Nigeria. The seemingly inability of the three institutions involved, in this case to complement each other, the hardness, their views, is and should be a major source of concern. It shows a clear lack of trust in our social political institution and a very dangerous trend. Institutions are the rules of the game in society. When institutions lose their trust of citizens, they become a recipe for dictatorship and anchoring to serve narrow interests, especially those of politicians in this case. System level trusts suffer in turn and become the real victim. This is the danger we have inevitably brought on ourselves, and the consequences should surely be with us, whether we like it or not. That, for me, is the main tragedy behind and revealed through the Ihedima versus Uzedima strategies and saga. The challenge we are left with is to find creative way of rebuilding the trust that should exist in our social political institution. But who will bear the cat? In my opinion, the leadership of INEC, the police, the judiciary, and the political class have a high tax here. They need to sit together, review this saga, and explore lessons. The opportunities should not be lost to correct mistakes. However, one sees a situation whereby those who currently benefit from the lack of trust among the social political institution may want to defend the status quo with everything they have. This is not unaccepted. Nothing less, the real power lies with the people, citizens. Groups could be formed and used as alternative means of holding power to account. They can be formed and supported. It requires some degree of social entrepreneurship. To create this group, perhaps there is a space here to create something new, a social movement beyond what we currently have. With the voice of Ihedima and Ozedima, respectively, in the true sense of political patriotism and selflessness, trigger the social movement and fill the government gap in the Imo state and beyond? I guess this is $1 million question, and the only time it shall, and only with time it shall tell. This was put together by Kenneth Amechi. He is a philosopher, and people of Nigeria, you can actually relate with this. We need a social political movement that is built up by the society. Because what has happened between Ihedima versus Ozidima is a clear indication of what is happening in Nigerian politics. There are some special interests which we can see from our political sector, especially the APC. I tell you and I keep telling you that they are looking for ways to infiltrate the southeast. And it's unfortunate that some of our people who are supposed to be defending the southeast are there, that are supposed to be defending the people, are the one going there and pretending like nothing is happening. They hear things that could tear the nation apart. They know of things that are going on, but everybody plays a dumb man because they felt their pockets fat. Recently, they just bought them, just ordered new cars for them. Hence, they all keep quiet when things that matters to everybody is being said. They all just keep quiet and pretend like they don't have a knowledge of what is going on. But Nigerians, wake up. Let's stop applauding these politicians as if they are doing something good. Let's call a spade and call them to order. Let's stop applauding them, especially youths and groups that goes about applauding them, supporting them with their life and with their blood. These people don't care about you. All they care about is their pockets and their belly. And so Nigerian youth needs to come together and stop supporting these people that don't care about us. All they care about is themselves. They send their children abroad and they want to use you as a tug. Say no to political rivalry and evil prevalent in our society. Let's champion our strength and our resources together towards the evil that is plaguing the nation right now, which is Boko Haram and herdsmen. Thanks for listening. Please share your thoughts on what you think. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless.